Two callers. We've got two callers on the line. Kevin, what's your comment?
Good afternoon, Mrs. Vondas. It's nice to hear your voice and speak to you, and thank you for the shout out for my birthday. I was a single parent for 30 years with two kids, and one was my daughter Amber and my son Kevin.
Okay.
And I was a coach. I coached kids, do a lot of stuff like that. And my daughter cheered because I was a single parent, so my son played, my daughter cheered. She was great, smart, super smart. She, helped me out all the way through. When she was 6 years old, she was helping me cook and do things. Amber was so good and so smart until one day, I didn't even know my daughter.
What happened?
I didn't even know who she was.
What happened?
I didn't know what happened to her. She just started doing things that was so out of order. And I couldn't understand it. Go to school, send me to school. Teachers call me, Amber's not in school.
How old would you say that's right? How old would you say that you started to see her acting out?
The first time it was 13 years old.
And share with us what you mean.
Started with the boys.
Like what?
And like she was just doing things that was totally out of order, like saying Daddy, I want to go and be with my friends, but she wouldn't be with her friends. People were saying to me, Kevin, I seen your daughter. She was walking down the street like she didn't even know us. I'm like, what you mean? So they were just coming to me with this, and I tried to get in their hands, and they, what's wrong? Everything okay? Everything fine, Daddy. Everything fine. And then it would keep happening. And the patterns got worse. And the next thing I found out, my child was drinking.
So wait a minute, Kevin. Let's talk about that. And I need, let me say this to you. It's Kevin's birthday. And listen, for all of us parents out here, we need to listen. We need to listen. I know it ain't, salacious and all of that. This is real. And these are some of the things that we can look at, or others, we grandparents, parents, that we can be able to say, you know what, the other day when that gentleman called in, he was talking about things and they were helpful to me because I'm seeing it with my kids. I'm beating the hell out of them. I'm taking their phone, but they still are behaving in this way. What can I do? Go ahead, Kevin.
Okay, so I'm going to fast forward to now. Now my daughter's in the psychiatric ward in Mid-Hudson Psychiatric Ward in the Hudson by New York City right now. She's been there for 5 years. She was so bad that, like, in the middle of the night, there's something about being a parent. You sense things from the kids. You can wake up in the middle of the night and say, Lord, where my daughter at? Right. I could look out the window and she would be walking down the street. And I said, Amber, right there, let me yell to her. She would walk past the window and give me a stare like she never knew.
Wow.
And it was so rough that, baby, that's your baby. It's nighttime. What you doing out there? I run and come and grab her and pull her in and come on. And every now and then she started saying things like, this was when she in her early 30s. Daddy, I'm with Obama. Me and Michelle Obama, I said, baby, that's not true, honey. It hurts you so bad. When you don't understand mental illness.
Now, let me ask this, Kevin.
We don't have the tools as parents.
Right, Kevin.
That's why some parents act out like that and with their kids.
Kevin.
Because they don't know what to do, and they think they're just doing stuff and don't have a clue.
Kevin.
Yes.
Let me ask you, when do you think that she began to self-medicate? How old?
15.
Okay. And she's began self-medicating with alcohol.
Go ahead.
She began self-medicating with alcohol.
Alcohol, weed, sex with you know, things that was totally out of Amber's, because Amber was a cheerleader. I had her in competition every year. She cheered, won trophies, all that good stuff. I kept my kids and stuff. And then when 15 came, I caught her on the porch one day with a boy. And I said, Mom, what's going on with you? And she went buck wild after that. I lost my daughter. And it was the most hurtful thing to see your daughter, especially your daughter. Mm-hmm. And you can't help her. And I had to learn from doctors that I couldn't help my baby. It's the worst feeling a man or a woman can go through parents. So parents, y'all need to listen to a black man who's going to live through this and raise his kids. But I take care of my daughter right now. She get a package every month for the last 5 years. June, Christmas Eve is when my daughter went to jail. Ain't that something? Just Christmas Eve. Think about an anniversary for a parent. You got Christmas Eve when people are supposed to be wrapping presents and the kids and grandbabies around, but you got your daughter, she in prison or in a prison where she can't come home in the mental institution. Now, I'm going to fast forward right quick, Miss Vonda. I know we're on time, and I'm going to cut it short, but I'm going to tell you right now, my baby's doing so good, and God is good. I've been sticking next to my daughter. I love her. We talk every day. Today, she sung me happy birthday.
Great.
She should be coming home, and Daddy is preparing a place for her. Like God said he'll go and prepare a place for us. I'm doing that for my baby. So when she come home, she's going to have a start. She ain't just going to be lost. I'm here. And that's all I want to say, Ms. Vonda. I really thank you so much. I love your show. I don't mean to be, any type of disrespect, because I'm not that type of man.
You're helping us. You're helping parents.
Wrong. It's because I can't text that fast. I'm from old school.
Yeah, but you're helping us. But Kevin, you're helping us, and you're helping parents, and you're helping parents who are saying, I've given my daughter or my son everything. They have a home. They 3 meals. They got a nice house. What's wrong with them?
That's right.
Is it TV?
It's
none of that.
There's nothing you can do. And me, I'm a veteran. Served my country. I'm an athlete. I retired from the VA hospital. I've been a single parent. Like I said, I had my kids for 30-some years. I still take my son grocery shopping. He got a degree in college. It's electronic media communication degree. He loved radio and news, smart as a whip. Won axle competition, entrepreneurs in 50 states competing in mathematics. So my son is a scholar. And I had did the same thing. That's the thing about when you teach your kids the same way, and you give them what they need, you expose them to all the good stuff, you keep them away from all the negative stuff, and this happens, you know what happens to you as a parent? It makes you think that you did something wrong. I spent a million days crying and wondering, Lord, what I do for my baby to have to suffer like that? Why should a man have to see his daughter? I'm going to protect her. And when you protect your child, your woman, and you can't do it, I had to go see a psychiatrist and say, tell me what's wrong. She said, Kevin, you don't have the toolbox.
That's right.
To help your child. Your toolbox is not equipped. Mm-hmm. And see, it took me some years to figure that out, that I don't have the toolbox. I get emotional because I love my baby. I don't care what nobody says. But I didn't have a toolbox. And for a daddy not to have a toolbox,
I understand. But the thing about it is, Kevin, you have loved your daughter in spite of that. And sometimes as parents, because our children are different, they may have mental illness. We hide them. We lie. We're ashamed of them. We want them to go away. We don't want to be bothered with them because we want to live our life. And the fact that you are willing to come on the radio and tell listeners who may also be suffering with this in their homes, with their families, and to share your experience just goes to show how great of a parent you are and how great of a man you are. I mean, I applaud you. So many of us would listen in silence. I'm suffering from that too, but I can't call in. As Deminda McCauley said, he's given her unconditional love. Great father. No one judges
Well, I
you.
can tell you, I just want to say the last thing, though.
Take your time.
When you think about a person, like when you're talking about me, I want to let you know that I had a mama and a daddy that loved me so much. I had a mom and a daddy that worked. My father had his own gas station and a full-time job. My mama worked 2 jobs. We from Montgomery, Alabama. We never went without. So when you have a family that take care of, you know what to do with the bills be paid on Sunday, and I dropped the envelopes in the mailbox going to school, and you did it for 50 years. That's what you call structure. That's what you call being made a man, because I had structure in my home.
Yes.
And so that's why I'm solid as a rock.
But the thing about it is that, right.
But I'm solid.
But let me say this to
you.
you.
My grandkids, what they need now. You know
right.
what I mean? I apologize for my
No. But what I'm saying to you, Kevin, is this. No. What I'm saying to you is this, and people need to listen. This is a problem. We're not having these type of conversations on social media. We're not having these conversations on radio, on TV, and people are suffering. And nobody wants to address mental illness and their children because they think that people think that they're a failure. And it has nothing to do. It's the way that they are wired. The fact that what happens is when they get into adolescence, in their teens, probably about 13 to 15, like what you said. And by the time they're 20, baby, it's an explosion. And it has nothing to do with you being a bad parent. It has nothing to do with, genetically you're inferior. It has to do with the fact that they have an illness. And it comes to fruition, and we start to see it manifest when they're in their teens, early 20s. So the fact that you have said this is really... It's touching. That don't mean that something happened to them, that they were something traumatic. Nothing. It's something that happens in that particular person. And one of the things that we have to look at is that, let's talk about this. You know what I'm saying? I mean, damn, let's talk about this. But nobody want to talk about it. We want to see, children or who the society says are perfect kids, and they got little straight noses, and they got pretty eyes and straight hair, and they go the way to high school, and they do everything, and they go the way to college, and they're a success. And it makes people think that children who are different, that they're not. Baby, let me tell you something. You the real deal. You the real deal. Because the average parent could not have endured and continue to support their child the way that you have. What they do is they run from them. And the reason that your daughter is hospitalized, let me say this to you if I can. I remember when I was on the bench, it would take people, literally doctors, 6 to 9 months to find the right combination of medicine to treat people who are suffering from schizophrenia or bipolar. Doctors don't have that now. We don't have the medicine. People don't have the insurance to go back every single day. So what happens is when they act out, we lock them up, they get the help that they need. Listen, Kevin, it's your birthday. Enjoy it. Tell your daughter, Amber, we all said hello and we love her and we can't wait till she gets home. Give a shout out to Amber.
Thank you, and thank all of you.
We love you.
That God is good.
We love you.
I mean, everything is messed up.
We love you.
Get on your knees now. Talk to him.
All right.
Find that place, and you're gonna be all right.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Love you. We'll be back.